Hi, I'm KT with MCS, and today I have a video for you guys on a new body kit for the Glock. Let's check it out. So I have this new setup right here. You can see that I already installed the Glock into the body. It's really nice setup. You can see that it has a folding buttstock. Just fold it right there, lock into place. When you deploy buttstock, you push with your index finger. It'll pop right out. You can close it. This is the charging handle, so when you need to rack it back, pop that. Take your mag off. Really nice. So you want something to kind of play around with, deploy your equipment. Right there. It's very cool. Alright, gonna show really quick how to install it and what it comes with the kit. So on the first side here, this is what it comes with. This is the kit right here. You have your little sling ring in the back, buttstock. This is a charging handle mount. If you're gonna do the airsoft version, this is the kit it comes with. Rail and wrench on the top right here that goes right there. If you're gonna do the T4E paintball version, it will come with this version charging handle, and you no longer need to use this one right here for the airsoft. Just take it out and transfer it over. One thing to note, when I first opened it, I noticed that when you're trying to close this buttstock, it's really tight, so I can't really close it. So after a couple uses, depress it down a couple of times and it's broken in and going easier. Same thing with closing it as well. You have to do a couple of times, make sure that it's broken in, then you can close it easy. So don't be alarmed when you first have it and you can't close it. Just kind of align it, press it down a couple of times, it will be broken and you're good to go. All right, going to install on this body right here. I already removed the screw already, so to speed up the process, there are 3 screws on each side right there. So next thing you can do is going to push this little pin down to kind of remove the whole buttstock off. Use a little wrench or something, kind of push the pin all the way down and then pull it off from the body. Keep in mind, there's a little pin, spring loaded, so make sure it isn't popped out. Comes right out. All right, next is the front. You take the front off. See the pin right there? So you see the little pin on this side right there, that little spacer. You don't push it on from this side out. Come out, and there's a spring inside. You pull this whole assembly off. Right there, just like that. All right, to remove the rear sight, I'm using a mallet. So one of these right here, you just kind of tap the sight to the side. So you can just tap it out. Just hold it onto it and just tap. You can see a couple taps, it's already kind of come out a little bit already. You want to use something soft so that way it doesn't hurt the slide or the sight or scratch it. I have really soft rubber material mallet right here that will help me do that. So here you go. That's probably the hardest part of this installation. Now it's out. Put in your spacer at the bottom right here, and from there slide your spacer along with your rear sight. It goes in just like that. And this little wrench hole right here, you have to use a wrench to kind of secure down this rear sight holder. Make sure it's go in. It gotta go in nice and tight and firm into a stop. And now you can see it hold itself in place and go anywhere anymore. Now you can put the body into, with the charging handle into the body, just slide in. And then from there, what you want to do is you want to go in all the way in through the body. So right now it's not aligned, it's off. So we want to get the body to go in, the piston going through the body up and then over right there, and then slide back to center it out. If it's off a little bit, you can push the slide back like this right there to center it out, make it easier. And from there, just put in your charging handle. Put your charging handle through, and then that's it. And now just put your whole pistol back. It's going to need a little bit of force. Just push it down right there, and now it's ready to go. To do now is put the buttstock back together and then the front. For the buttstock, just slide over. There's a track right there, just slide in, and then there's a pin and a spring. Just put it back, What you want to do is just push it back together and then push the pin down and lock it back into a little hole so that way it doesn't come out. Right there. So once it's kind of in, use your wrench, align it, and it should come right out. So now it's kind of locked in place. Next thing you do is you're going to put your screws back in. There are 6 screws. So the screws we're going to do, just kind of start it. Don't wrench it all the way in. This way it keeps everything aligned before you wrench it in. Once you wrench it in, it will dislodge other screws whole and make it more difficult for you to put in the rest of them in. It's a little process, but once you put it in, it's going to be a really nice setup to have with your Glock. Alright, they're all screwed now. It's going to go all the way in. One side down. Let's go to this side. Last one. Now we're going to put back the front back together. From the front, this part goes in the hole right through. Alright, next put in your spring. And then put a pin in. Make sure the taper size toward the barrel, and then this little notch right here facing toward the spring. Alright, push it in. And what you want to do is you get the wrench like this right to push down the spring. Push on the pin down at the same time, so that way you can see my wrench right now is dislodged out the way, and then the spring's below it. So now I'm going to pull out the pin and then push it down. You can see how my spring is behind the pin, and then the pin is kind of coming through. So what I'm going to do is going to use my mallet right here to tap it over, and now it's go right through. Now it's in place. So what you want to do is get your flathead screwdriver here. You want to get that little flathead. You want it right in the middle right here. That is because you're going to use this little wrench to go right in the center. If you don't have right in the center, you're not going to be able to put this little knob in the front right there, because you cannot really wrench it in. So make sure your flathead is straight right in the center there. Alright, that's pretty much it as far as installation goes. Now you can just fold in your buttstock, lock into position, pop it out into place, charging handle right there, pull back right there. Proper installation now should be fully functional for your setup. Alright guys, any question, comment, concern, visit the website mcsus.com and we'll support you. Thanks for watching.